友達のキムさんとキムさんの愛車のホンダビートです。キムさんは日本に完全に日本のことに惚れてしまって、それなぜなのかちょっとドライブしながら聞いてみたいと思います。スティーブ的視点のスティーブと言います。チャンネル登録をよろしくお願いします。失礼します。Hi, Kim-san.
Hi.
Kim-san, you love Japan, don't you?
I do.
A lot.
I
You
do
love
a
your,
lot.
You love your Japanese car, but you love more than just the car.
I do. I love Japanese culture. I love Japanese cars. I love Japanese cuisine. Everything Japanese.
I want to talk about that today. Let's get this car started. Let's go have some breakfast.
All right. Sounds great.
Nice.
Yeah. Safety first.
I love your Honda Beat.
I love it too.
You do too. Why this car, Kim-san?
Because it was honestly, it was different. It was so unique. The Japanese Kei cars, Keiji Dosha, they're so cute. They're so small. You don't see them at all around here.
Kim-san, me and you met 4.5 years or so ago. You were watching my channel. You were writing me messages at the time because you were planning on going to Japan, right, initially?
Yes.
You were going to take your family, your son and your daughter, you were going to go to Japan, and you wanted some information. You were watching some of my videos, right, back then, about the stuff. And then, unfortunately, the world shut down and you weren't able to go. But me and you became friends when I moved to Texas. We met in person. And ever since that time, I mean, I know you had an interest, obviously, in Japan before that, but man, this car, you recently went to Japan. I mean, what is it about Japanese culture that's driving you, your passion with it?
I think one thing that I really, really enjoy about Japanese cars and culture is that the community that it brings together and the people, the type of people that join together and share that same passion, they respect the Japanese culture. They respect the Japanese cars and the people and the quality of the craftsmanship and the uniqueness of everything that they put into what they do. The Japanese people put so much hard work into making sure that everything is as usable as possible, as unique as they can be, and it makes it feel special. And I really, really like that because it's all about being happy, honestly. It's about other people, and that's what happens with cars like this and with the Japanese community is that
this car makes you happy because this car makes you happy. When you go out, you see other people are happy when they see this car, puts a smile on their face. In return, that makes you feel more happy and proud, and you appreciate what they made, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is an engineering feat, these little cars like this, to have such tiny cars that are so well made, that are so fun, that were made for Japan, but are here driving it. The car was not intended to be used for what it's being used for here in Texas,
No.
But it hasn't let you down, has it?
No, I drive it everywhere, and I don't have any issues with it whatsoever. All I get is smiles and happy faces and people wanting to come up and ask questions, and I get to tell the story of how special this car is, and how special it was in Japan. The Honda Beat was the last car to ever be approved by Sorichio Honda before he passed away. And so, obviously, everyone calls it the mini NSX or the baby NSX, so much so that Honda recognized that, and Honda actually ended up, when they made the second gen NSX, they made the successor to the Honda Beat, the S660, look exactly like the second gen NSX. So it really is the baby NSX.
The baby NSX, I love it. Kim-san, February 7th, 8th, and 9th, Osaka Auto Messe, right?
Yes.
We're going to see a lot of your friends that you made last year are going to come to see you again. You'll be at my booth.
Yes.
It'll be a lot of fun, man.
It's going to be awesome.
Can't wait to see you there. 皆さんもう2月7、8、9、俺とキムさんも大阪オートメッセに行きます。キムさんは俺のブース、3階にあるスティーブ的視点のブース、フードトラックのあるところになるらしいので、そこにスティーブコーナーがあって、キムさんもいるので、よかったら遊びに来てください。お待ちしております。You got your first chance to finally get to Japan last year. And what was that experience like for you, man? I know we did a video, we spoke about some things, but I mean, your love for Japan, was it just embedded at that time when you finally got to go?
I think that at first it was kind of surreal, the fact that I was actually going to go and that I was going to be there. And when I finally got to Japan, I was not disappointed at all. And I mean, I think that everything that I wanted to do, I was in the moment of of I can't believe I'm here. I'm going to do these things. I'm going to see these places. And fortunately for me, I had someone like you and other friends that could help me, see what I wanted to see and go where I wanted to go.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of my friends said I took Japan like a punch to the gut because every single day I was go here, do this, go here, do that. And it was so special. I was not disappointed at all.
What was your favorite food that you got to experience there? Something maybe you weren't either used to or something that was like, this is surprisingly good.
I would say that maybe a controversial food here in the United States, which would be the horse sashimi.
Oh.
So I really enjoyed that.
Really? You
did?
Okay. It is a bit controversial here.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of Americans would not be down with the horse meat, but
No,
very good, Kim-san.
But
very nice.
That was probably my favorite unique food that I had not ever tried before, and I really enjoyed it.
What's your favorite Japanese word or term that you picked up while you were there that you find useful?
Arigatou gozaimasu so much, and when people ask if you're okay, and daijoubu desu, and
did you learn about sumimasen?
Sumimasen, saying, do you say that a lot as far as either whether you're in a restaurant or you're actually trying to get through some place.
A lot of different uses for the word sumimasen.
And that's one thing I noticed too is like several words like daijoubu and hai and sumimasen have several different meanings that can be used in so many different ways.
That's what makes the difficult language to learn in some ways. You're absolutely right. What did you think of the people in Japan? I mean, you've met Japanese people here, obviously, but now you went to Japan. What were your thoughts of Japanese people and how they are in general?
I was really happy with how everywhere I went, didn't matter whether I was in a restaurant or if I was in the train station or whatever, Japanese people are very nice and they're very courteous to other, they think about the other people around them. But at the same time, they're very focused on what they're doing. So to me, I really enjoy the fact that people think of others, but they're also minding their own business. They're focused on what they're going to do. Mm-hmm. And if you're not paying attention and you're in their way, they will make sure you're in their way, and they will get through to what they're doing.
The goal, they're focused, oriented, goal-oriented.
It's so nice to see a society that they're not on their speakerphone making sure everybody hears their conversation like that here in the United States. And
good point.
Yeah, they're not just.
You didn't mind being on a quiet train, huh?
No, it was. Oh,
you appreciated it.
I did. It was so nice.
Very nice. What did you find about? Did you think Japanese hotels were small?
So honestly, they were bigger than what I anticipated.
You thought they were going to be smaller than they actually were.
I thought they were going to be like living in a closet.
You stayed in business hotels too, didn't you? And you stayed with me in the onsen, not the onsen hotel, but with the bath.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I even dragged you in with me, Kim-san.
You did, and it was good. It was awesome. It was. Everybody always talks about how relaxing, especially after a day of just walking your butt off through, nonstop.
Just letting it all hang out.
Yeah.
And so, a bunch of you and me and a bunch of J dudes, we had a good time.
And you truly can relax. It is actually, your muscles and you feel your body be able to just rest.
Did you sleep well after that?
Oh, man. Yeah. I slept so well, especially after, walking so much and being so busy throughout the day.
So you did notice that too, that walking in Japan is something that we don't do a lot of here, but in Japan you're walking everywhere, right?
Yes.
Thousands and thousands of steps
stairs.
a day. It's
stairs.
I think it's a great workout opportunity when you do that. Yeah, work those stairs, even the escalators. If you stay on, depending where you are, right or left, of course you learn the difference in Osaka and Tokyo, but walking up those stairs or walking up the escalators even with a sense of purpose, I always found to be a very refreshing exercise.
Yes.
Kept me in shape. Nice. Let's have some breakfast, man.
I'm hungry.
American-style breakfast, but we're going to talk about Japan in there, too.
Okay.
Nice. Let's go eat. Yow, gee. She's so small. She's so cute.
I love it. Kawaii.
So cute. Kawaii. There's another word you learned. Oh, yeah. Nice. And a nice skajan you bought too.
Thank you.
Love it. 今日のランチは Sunview Cafe です. You like the Sunview, right?
I love it.
Let's go.
It's awesome.
Kim-san, I know you love Japan. This is certainly not a Japanese style lunch or breakfast, is it?
It's very American.
What do we got here today?
We got the tuna melt.
One of my favorites.
That's what we
I
usually
love
get.
it. I didn't want to copy you today, so I went with their cheeseburger and fries. But either way, even though we're in America, there is something we got to say before we eat, right?
Yes, there
Hold on.
Itadakimasu.
Kim-san, how was your lunch?
Oh, it was awesome. It was excellent.
All right, man. Since you're a Japan guy, after we eat, we say
ごちそうさまでし
Kim-san,
Hi.
you're heading to Japan real soon, aren't you?
I am.
You are. You're gonna be at Osaka Auto Messe with me, aren't you?
I am.
You are. We're gonna be hanging out in Japan. People got to come and see us over there. You'll be at my booth, right?
Come see us.
We got new merch, and in the meantime, this little puppy's gonna be staying at my house for a while, isn't it? Mm-hmm. All right, man. I can't wait. She's gonna look cute in the garage.
She will. She's gonna look good.
Let's head home. ごちそうさまでした。Kim-san, you know I always say when at the car shows, and maybe you didn't understand this, but I'm wondering if you do now, the smell of Japan. I just got back into your car, and I took a whiff, and I got a smell that reminded me of Japan. Do you understand what that means now that you've been to Japan?
I do, and all the cars that we've smelled that have freshly coming over from Japan, and we went to meets, and you really do. When you put your head in there, or you sit in that car, it
smells like Japan, right?
I can't describe what it is either, and it's not an old car smell. It's specific to Japanese cars.
Do you think there's a smell of America? And if it does, what would it smell like?
I don't think I want to know what. I don't think I'd want to know what an American
smell in Japan is a little bit better, right?
Yes.
チャンネル登録を忘れずによろしくお願いします。日々前進前向けにサムズアップ的にやっていきましょうね。よろしくお願いします。キムさん、3、2、1、バイバイ。